Do not attempt to adjust your programming. You are now listening to...
I don't know why I'm shaking. It's like I'm anticipating it.
Pew pew! You're anticipating the pew pews.
Pew 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 pew.
Dun, dun. All right. Welcome back, everyone. B-Moves and Beyond. Episode 386. Man, Ryan, we're getting close to 400.
And we still have to record episode 365.
Yeah, we do. Maybe we'll save it for 400.
We have to have a plan for that because the way that we tried 365 was just absolute chaos.
I think we need to stop doing drinking all day and then like, oh yeah, we'll record at night, it'll be fine. Like that's our issue. Every single time we've done that, it has not the recording has not ended very well. So
I don't even think it ends sometimes. I think we just kind of were like, we'll see what it sounds like.
We had a fun one. Oh man, maybe it was like, was that episode 300 where we had our party and then I just got really drunk and then everyone was yelling at me at the end of the podcast. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, where were we?
We were at my house.
We were at your house.
And I think we were having like a Christmas party, but like in January. Maybe we're also celebrating your birthday, maybe.
Yeah, it was my Sonic birthday party / Christmas.
Yeah, and then everyone, what were we having them do? We rotated through everyone that was there, and they're giving me something. And then by the end, though, I started, slurring my words and repeating myself and just arguing with everyone. So it was good. Good one. It was a good episode.
In your defense, not everybody felt like they had enough time on the podcast to get their point across. And they got really upset with you over that. So it's not entirely your fault. You were just trying to get things moving along. And certain people were just feeling kind of left out. You know, it's a rare occurrence that we allow people to talk with us about whatever we want to, whenever we want to. And we allow our closest friends / significant others and whatnot. And they're like, I need to vent all this out. And, that's essentially why we're probably definitely getting Nick Cage tattoos, just you and I.
Yeah, yes, just probably not on my chest. It's somewhere where my wife can't see. Because I brought it up, and I think I said we want it right here on our chest. And she's like, no. And then she quickly changed, like, do whatever you want. And she was kind of upset.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Ooh, that was good. That's too long. You fought the battle. You may have lost the battle, but I think you're going to win the war.
Yeah, it's not out of the question. It's just now like I might have to put like on an ass cheek or something.
Even better.
Yeah, I kind of like that too.
Yeah.
So
I'll get it on my chest and you can get it on your ass cheek.
All right. Man, I feel, oh man, whoever has to shave that, I feel bad for them. Maybe I'll have to do some prepping beforehand. We'll see.
Nick Cage tramp stamp.
Yeah. Thank you.
That would be fantastic. Oh, do you have an assistant now?
I did. I just got this from my daughter. You know what it says, Ryan?
It says, I support my dad getting a Nick Cage tattoo on his butt cheek.
That's right. It does. So sweet. She came in and I'm like, shh. because I'm recording.
Oh,
So
man.
she's a sweetheart.
Oh, she's the best. Hey, Peter, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm.
Is this
my,
is this the second of it or?
No, it's my sister's sick.
Oh yes, I think that's a great question. Man, it sucks to have a sick sister. I know how you feel.
Yeah. That's my question. Oh, not much. We can talk about that stuff later because I'm gonna have that in my recommendation. But the celebrity, there hasn't been much news, Peter. Let's just put it that way. There's been a lot of trailers. You put some really good ones in there. However, you left out Mortal Kombat 2.
Well, I do these things on purpose, is because we've seen so much that we already know we're already in. Like, do we really have to continue? Like, is there something new that you saw that you're like, holy shit, I need to talk about that?
Easter eggs. That's why I watch the second movie trailers now, because they're just full of Easter eggs.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just too much.
Well, this movie's meant to be Easter eggs, bro. It's not meant to. Okay.
I will say, like, it's time for them to release this. Like, I'm glad they did it, because now we're on par for like this May release. You know, like you're getting the hype back up. So I also
after
felt
delaying all that BS, right?
Yeah, and since we're talking about it right now, is like I also like they're really gearing it up to be something epic. Like, that was my other takeaway from this trailer, was like, oh man, like they are like making this scene like it is like on an Avengers level scale, that we are going to be blown away. And I almost don't like that. I don't want to have that expectation. I want lower expectations.
I need that clip. Do you remember that from Mad TV? Lowered expectations.
Was it that, or was it SNL?
It was definitely Mad TV.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. Because I've searched SNL and it was all just Mad TV. Mad TV was so classic, dude.
Oh yeah.
I miss Mad TV. Mad TV was like the scary movie franchise on TV. We can talk about that eventually. That's pretty good segue. Yeah, it was Mad TV. Here, you want a clip of it?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it. Here.
Let's see. It's just us. Oh yeah.
Are you desirably impaired? Do you find yourself serving punch at parties? Would you describe yourself as shy, old-fashioned, not on anyone's end?
All right. I just wanted that clip. I am saving that for our podcast, because when we have our expectations, we want them low.
That's right.
Because when we come in with high expectations, everything's ruined. If we come in with lowered expectations, everything's great.
Yeah, basically.
That's how the world should work, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, because I know the movie's going to be great already, but like they are making it like excellent. And that's the part where like that's tough. It's really tough. And I just don't know, like, can they actually get to the excellent level? So
I'm just afraid they're going to turn it too much into an epic movie. Like Mortal Kombat 1 was, that's in trailers. Geez, we are just ADD today. Peter,
brought it up.
I know. It's my apologies, but I do have a quick question for you.
All right.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
When are you getting your Nick Cage tattoo? Just joking. Not my quick question.
Maybe that's 400. I don't know, man.
No, it's You get okay. I talked about that with some coworkers, and the suggestion was one of us gets Nick Cage and one of us gets Pedro Pascal.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like that. If I get maybe I'll ask my wife if Pedro Pascal's fine.
Okay. You ask her that. I'm fine with Nick Cage. It kind of goes hand in hand because I'm the Hispanic one, so like you would essentially be getting the movie actor version of me, and I would be getting the movie actor version of you. Except for Nick Cage has never really had a full beard. Anyway, tomato.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
so hang on real fast about that though. Like, I mean, if we were to do that, like, we do have to get them like in similar spots so that we can like come together, right? So that their faces are right next to each other. Ooh, right on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's fun. Dude, this is like my arm that has like all the random shit.
Oh, put it by your pizza.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
He's right next to eating some pizza.
Yeah. I'd put it on this pizza arm, but I got a lot of shit going on here. Where is my pizza?
Yeah, he might get lost.
My tattoo looks so much
You showed it to me before.
I know, but I want... Oh, there it is. There's my pizza.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
That looks better than what it looks like in real life. On camera. Like, I can actually make it. Yeah. Nice. Okay, my real quick question is Jim Carrey a clone? Or is this a clone of... Context. He was at some French movie award or I don't know, something in France. And Jim Carrey was just not being Jim Carrey. He was more serious, and he looked like a version of Jim Carrey that let's just say like the substance happened, right? Like this is like his... Wait, have you watched The Substance?
No, I still haven't.
Fuck, dude. I just ruined part of it for you. Okay. It's like a younger version. Not younger. He doesn't even look
younger, huh?
No, I retract my statement on there.
Can
Jim
you
Carrey looks fucked up. Yeah.
Pull up pictures. And so then to go with this whole conspiracy theory is like this guy that does like really elaborate like celebrity makeup to make himself look like other celebrities, like post this picture, which I guess they said they proved like, oh, it's AI generated, but like no matter what, like, so there's a little bit of that where they're saying, oh, this guy came as him, and so it wasn't Jim Carrey. But I went down the rabbit hole on this. Did you do it as well?
No, but I'm willing to go down your rabbit hole.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's really not much. Like, that's how I found out about that thing. And then,
can you see my picture?
Yeah, it was there and then it went away and now it's back. So, like right now, like I think the thing that looks weird to me is his nose. Oh, now there's a People's News thing in the there. To me, it's just the nose. I feel like it's off. But dude, his partner was there. His kids were all at this event. Like, there's just no way this is not him. You know. Now, if there is some clone and they just slightly got his nose wrong, then maybe that's a possibility. But I mean, isn't it always said that you know, your nose always continues to grow?
Yes.
Yeah.
My nose has gotten significantly bigger over time.
Yeah. And he looks like he's put on a little bit of weight too. So all these things make me kind of think like, oh, no, this really is him, and you know, he just looks different because we haven't seen him in a while. And think about it, the other part, the rest of the time that we have seen him, he's like been in heavy makeup as Dr. Robotnik, you know? Like, so but he was just out and about in November for like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I believe, where he met up with the chick from The Grinch, who's part of the Pretty Ridiculous, right?
Correct.
I forget her name. Which then I looked at those pictures. Again, this is part of the rabbit hole, and I compared them, and he looks just like him. So why was no one saying shit then? But now when he's in France, everyone's like, "Oh, it's not him now." Like that's the part that makes no sense to me. So,
okay, my thoughts on this is Jim Carrey got a facelift, and just leave him alone. He's fine.
True.
His face was getting a little aged, and Jim Carrey was talked, which is kind of screwed up because like his whole career is built off like him being able to have facial expressions, and I think that's what's throwing everybody off is they're seeing this version of Jim Carrey who was serious and he was at a serious presentation, and so they weren't seeing him being this kooky version of Jim Carrey. So that's where like a lot of this clone thing is, or this actor portraying Jim Carrey. But when you really look at it, like his crow's feet are just lifted and his face is pulled back. So Jim Carrey, bro, you just got some botched plastic surgery. So stop. Don't do it. It's okay to age, Jim. You know?
Yeah. I'm just trying to pull up some pictures of him, like from Sonic, like 3. You know, like behind. He had to do some press for it, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the last movie he's been doing.
I don't know, dude. Like I feel like it's some like optical illusion thing. Like he grew out his hair, and I think it's made him look different.
And I also think it's the lighting. If you really look at it, like all that lighting in that press is very, very light. Like
Yeah.
you change the lighting on someone, they're gonna look aged or not. And I think what we're seeing is a combination of plastic surgery or a facelift or whatever you want to call that, with some really bad lighting, and Jim Carrey just taking this thing very seriously, because we do know that Jim Carrey does take his craft seriously, and he does talk about film, and he's part of it. So it's not like he always has to put on this show of, and he's been known to just kind of be over it. He's like, I don't always want to do my shtick. Let me just be me, you know?
Yeah.
And let me talk about conspiracies. And that's the other thing. Jim Carrey's always been good. He's always been very vocal about like current world events and conspiracy theories and such like that. So maybe that adds fuel to the fire of him having a clone. But my conclusion at the end of the day is he bad lighting and a facelift. Yeah. And he was just tired of being funny that day.
I'm also I liked what we were talking about before we started recording, is that he is actually a clone, and that is the clone, and he's really on the set of Sonic 4. So let's go with that one. I think we should just lean into it. He's cloned.
I like that.
Which why not? Like, wouldn't you want more clones of Jim Carrey? You know? Like maybe that's
really
the
good point.
That's the quick question. Is like, which celebrity you want a clone of? You know, so they could work more. They could do. They could just act with one another. Ooh, you know, all those shows and movies where like they had the same actor play, you know, both people. Like Nicolas Cage did that in Adaptation. Paul Rudd did that in a show on Netflix that I can't remember.
Eddie Murphy did that in Dr. Dolittle.
Yes.
Tyler Perry does it in everything he does.
Oh man, like dude, you just get more and more of them. I also like the
Mike
idea,
Myers.
like, if it's like multiplicity, you know, where like each kind of person that gets like stupider and stupider. I like that idea too.
What a great transition for Michael Keaton. I'm Batman, and then my next movie is a movie about me being a clone and getting dumber and dumber.
It's really good though.
Dumb
it's
and
good.
Jim Carrey might be a perfect clone because there could be really dumb versions of him and like a very intellectual version of him. Okay, so the real quick question is, which celebrity would you want to have multiple clones of?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Dead or alive?
I don't think it doesn't matter.
Robin
You're
Williams.
cloning them. Man, I don't. For whatever reason, I just thought like if they're around, they would just like kill each other. I
Robin
don't know
Williams
why.
would be the perfect example of a bunch of clones that would just be so batshit off the wall that they probably would just start killing each other like lemmings.
Yeah, like I feel like that'd be complete chaos. Oh, I don't know. I see. For me, like again, like the movies I'm thinking of there, I saw clones like, Nicolas Cage. Man, like I think that would be great, and I think they would just really get along. Dude, they would just sit and chill and just have a thespian talk with one another.
I like how you assume they would sit and chill. They would be drinking their asses off in
That's
between
true.
movies.
Oh yeah, in between movies. But I'm talking about like on set. They're all chill. And could you imagine? Like, okay, let's just say like, I don't. I also kind of imagine like now that there's two of them. Like there's two of them in all his films. So, like Willy's Wonderland, now you got two mute Nicolas Cages. They're just like, trying to communicate with one another without speech.
That'd be the Croods, wouldn't it?
There's just a lot of grunting and whatnot.
Another good one would be Tom Cruise, because his clones would just be expendable and he would just be able to do more off the wall batshit stunts.
Yes, dude, he would be like, I'll do it. I'm the real one. And then if he dies, the next one will just be like, all right, now I'm going to do the stunt, So
it's like that movie with Robert Pattinson, right? Like they just use him as like ways to
Mickey
test if
17.
Yeah. And then they just make a clone of him, and eventually one doesn't actually die and he's trying to save some of the clones. Dude, cloning is maybe, I was going to say it's maybe more convoluted than time travel. But I just watched Time Cop and I realized time travel is still just an absolute mess.
What? Time Cop makes perfect sense.
Oh, isn't Time Cop the one that makes the most sense to you?
No, I think it's Back to the Future.
Time Cop kind of does make sense because they can't travel back and forth, but they can only travel back once, and then they have to rewrite it. But whatever they do is they rewrite it. But there's Jean-Claude Van Damme is going back in time to prevent shit from happening.
Yeah, they're like, time travel exists.
But
and
doesn't
now,
that rewrite it again?
Well, exactly. That's why he's trying to prevent people from changing the timeline, right? So I don't. Oh well, now I'm confused. Like, how do they know someone is trying to rewrite it?
Yeah. See, that's where clones would help, because if you had clones that were cops that time traveled to certain eras, then it would make it worse, because they would just be rewriting the rewritten history.
I don't know. Time travel and clones, man. They can't crack it. We can't figure it out. Makes no sense.
I think Mickey 17's like the most accurate clone thing.
Well, okay. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched like 3/4 of it.
Oh, well, okay, that's enough. Like, here's the weird part is that, yes, he has a new clone, and then when they start interacting, like, they're clearly different, like, they have a different personality, which is really odd, because everything before that, like, where he's like saying like, this is what I do. Like, I get treated for this thing and test a new medicine, and then I die and they make a new one of me. Like, this print a new one. Like, that's my job. But they never made it seem like it was a different personality ever. until this last one where they start interacting. Like there's a clear like I don't what's the right yeah, I don't know. He's kind of the pussy 17, and then there's like a buff, like angry 17 that just wants to beat up everyone. Like how is it so vastly different from one another when you whole montage made it seem like you were the same person? You reprinted and reprinted. Like all of a sudden you just turn into multiplicity where each person has a different personality. Like I don't know. It lost me at that point, even though I really enjoyed the film. It was just that one aspect. Like why is this guy so different from the other one?
I just thought of something. Pattinson has a clone movie. Keaton has a clone movie. Christian Bale has a clone movie.
Oh, shit. Does Val Kilmer? Does George Clooney?
Those are the two that I'm trying to wrap my head around. Ben Affleck? You always forget about Ben Affleck.
Oh, I always do. I don't know why. Ben Affleck. I bet Ben Affleck probably does. Let's see.
He has to.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Well, so when I asked about Val Kilmer clone movie, AI just brought back that Val Kilmer is set to be recreated using AI technology for the upcoming action adventure film Canyon of the Dead with his family's approval. Oh, jeez. I don't like where this is going, Ryan.
Batmans are getting cloned.
Jeez. Well, I guess this will be his clone movie. It's yet to be released. Oh, man. All right. Let's get off of clones. Let's move into should we do the upsetting, like there's just nonstop bad news, it seems like. Like should we do that and then get into trailers?
I like it. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. News.
Where'd you get that sound clip? That's not Nintendo Wii, is it?
No, there's like a website where you can just get like royalty free clips. So that's why we never get dinged for that one.
In the bad news, Ryan Coogler is making an X Files pilot.
I mean, depends on how you see that, but potentially it could be bad, and who knows if it'll actually, take.
Is it going to have Mulder and Scully? Because that's the X Files.
Yeah, but like black versions apparently.
Mulder and Scully.
Yeah, well,
those are really bad.
I wonder if, like, I hope this is like a continuation type deal and not so much like a recreation. Like I hope they don't like try to recast and like, hey, like these people came before, us, and now we're the new people heading this department. Like
Men in Black International.
Exactly, but not as corny. Like at least that's the hope. I don't know. I think they can. I think he can do it, and I think it can work. And the fact that we're actually talking about a pilot, is pretty impressive. I'm surprised. Like Fox / Disney just like you're greenlit, go for it. The whole 20 episode season, or given like 10 episodes. Like they brought back the X Files for like a 10 episode run back then, and
yeah,
that was
they
a
could
lot
bring
of
it
fun.
back like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that'd be kind of makes me want to actually go back and watch X Files. There's huge fans of it, and I don't know. Maybe I was too young, and X Files was too adult for me when I was younger. I think I kind of missed out on the whole X Files thing.
Really, I was super into it, and I used to like watch it, all the time, but then you get to a point you just get too busy, and that's what happened. And I would never have finished that whole series. Like there's just so much, and at points I tried to rewatch it, and again, there's just so much I never got through it, and kept on ending. So I don't know. You're kind of right. Like knowing that there's gonna be a new potential X Files, I'm like, maybe I should rewatch the originals and leave it at that. We'll see.
Jim Carrey knew Sonic 4 started filming, so that's probably where he's at.
Yep, I'm sure he sent his clone.
How are they pumping out Sonic movies so quick? I mean, I'm not mad, but how are they doing it so quick?
Well, once you figure out how to do the CGI for them, it's pretty easy.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I
like I said, I'm not mad. I'm glad that we're getting more Sonic content in movies in the past 5 years than we still don't have a new X-Men. And those are real actors that they can use.
Yeah.
And
that's because James Marsden, he's busy with Sonic 4.
Oh my God, it's Sonic's fault.
We need a clone for him. Oh,
He'd be a good
Jim,
Batman too.
get that cloning. Yeah, get that cloning material.
Do you think Jim
him going
Carrey owns the cloning technology? I bet he does.
I
That's
think
something
so.
he would.
Yeah, that's why there's only one clone that we are aware of.
Yeah.
So you could help him out. But speaking of Sonic though, Eric Peter, the voice of Dr. Robotnik, he passed away.
Oh, the cartoon one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was quite the voice actor. Like I think he did something with Dragon Ball Z.
Was he our voice for Quick Question?
For Cell? I don't think so.
What?
What? Ooh, there's so many questions. He was in Resident Evil. Did voicing for that. Final Fantasy games. Warcraft. I mean, this guy he lent his voice to a lot of different things. Assassin's Creed. Inspector Gadget. Yeah, but the fact that it was like Dr. Robotnik, I was just like, no. That's rough. That was rough.
Yeah.
So, but
it's a bummer.
And then what was? Yeah.
Well,
Robert
who? Caradine?
Yeah. He also passed away. He's the guy that did Revenge of the Nerds. Do you remember him? The main guy?
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Yep.
He looks like a mix of Igor and Rick Moranis.
Yeah. I totally see that. So
and he's half brothers with David Carradine. Oh no.
Yeah, it's a sad one though, because like I guess the guy like was about to start making a film, and he's like, bipolar and has some other mental health issues, and yeah, he just didn't want to go on anymore.
He went the same way as his brother David.
Is that really the same way?
Well, David Carradine was auto asphyxiation, so he was. I don't know if Robert was, but he hung himself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What's going on with these Carradines, man? They need to knock it off. So, yeah.
Not like
I don't know,
that,
dude.
Though.
This has been like, no. No. This has been like, I feel like a really bummer of a year.
Yeah, John Candy passed away too.
Yeah, today, but in 1994. If you're only time traveling, right?
Tying it all back together. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh about that. That was
That's
awful.
right.
But it was a very, very
Just full circle, man.
fitting
It's
joke
fine.
to, yeah, full circle.
Yeah,
See, that should be a time travel movie. Full circle.
that's
How do you
right.
get back full circle in time travel?
Ooh,
Hollywood. quit
yeah.
dying. Like the good ones.
I know.
You know,
Well-
like the bad ones. Go ahead and be away. But like, yeah, I don't know. It sucks to hear.
It's just been a
and then-
crazy start to 2026.
And then you have some
Yep.
news here. This one hits pretty home because he's one of our favorites.
Bruce Campbell announced he has some cancer. Basically incurable but treatable is how he described it. Yeah. I don't know. Kudos to him, making everyone aware. It sucks though, because like he's already like, yeah, I gotta cancel like some Comic-Cons, which I'm so happy that we got to see him last year before all this. But yeah, now take care of yourself first, right, before you take care of the fans. So he's gonna step back, do some treatment stuff, get ready to start promoting his new film. What was that called? Ernie and something, but which I want to see, and now I want to see even more. So,
Live reaction from our group chat about John Candy. Peach Doll says that was a sad day, and Aaron Tanguma says bummer.
Which, speaking about John Candy though, like if you have not seen his documentary on Amazon Prime, the one that Ryan Reynolds did, like it is really good and pretty moving. Like the guy was amazing. I mean, he had his demons, but it seemed like the guy was just a sweetheart, man. So, if only we had that time machine. So
We need Jean-Claude Van Damme as a time machine.
that's right. But yeah,
Ooh.
but he would stop us from making him eat better.
That should be our next quick question. If you can appoint one person to have the capability to time travel, who would it be? Save that for next episode.
Okay, let me write that down.
So, Peter, you like A24 movies, right?
Yeah, they're usually, I would say, pretty good. Yeah.
Did you know you could join it's called Triple A 24 membership. So it's AAA 24 for $10 a month. You have first week access to an A24 movie. You get monthly credits of $5 to spend towards merch in the shop or movies in the app. They give you a birthday gift. You get a 10% discount. You get a zine subscription. That's kind of cool too. You get some merch press. You get a little magazine about A24 movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You get merch press, exclusive content, and a VIP treatment. So, what do you think about individual movie studios creating a membership?
This is interesting.
Did you click the link?
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm just kind of letting it go through its thing. I mean, good for them. This is a good way to drum up some cash and everything. And like $10 a month. Like, here's the thing. Like this is like Patreon. You're basically, hey, give me $10 a month so that we can continue doing what you guys like, making the movies that you enjoy. And I probably won't sign up for this, but I can get behind like this method, right? Instead of being on a Patreon where they take some of your profit, like now it's going all to them, and they're in complete control of it, and it seems like you get some pretty cool shit. So you get what's this
I
thing
just
about the
looked at their
movie
store
tickets?
and you got a free movie ticket.
1 ticket to every A24 movie in theaters on opening weekend nationwide. I mean, I guess that's not. If you're paying $10 a month, I mean, how often are A24 movies being released?
Quite often. I mean, here, that's interesting, but I looked at the store now and look at the shit they sell. Like, okay, you could buy a Blu-ray. You get a patch. You can buy the Marty Supreme Sharpman shoes. You get soundtracks. You could buy a freaking ping pong table. Movie chocolate. Cool. Vinyl soundtracks. That's not bad. That's kind of cool. You know, Smashing Machine original motion picture soundtrack. So, okay, here we go. Some t-shirts. Like, they actually have pretty decent merch. I wonder if this is to help them sell merch. I don't know. This is why I pose this question, because this just seems like a very strange and very niche membership. It's only for A24 movies, and there's been enough of them, but like the perks of this are just very odd. You get a birthday gift, you get a press release, they give you magazines, like very artistic types of, like that's what they're called, zines. Like artists like to make zines about their art and whatnot and make it very stylized and shit. So I just don't know if I invested $10 a month. Like, I'm not that much of an A24 fan. I'd rather get back into my Alamo Pass and watch those movies whenever I want. And if it's only one
How much
ticket,
is
like
that?
it's like 20. It's like $20 or $24, depending on which one you want to get. The only thing I don't like about the Alamo Pass is the discount only applies towards regular drinks and food, not alcoholic drinks. So that's dumb.
Yeah, that is dumb.
I think Alamo should make their buddy pass system a little bit more lucrative. Like, instead of doubling up on it, so spending $40, it's like maybe $30 and whatnot. Or if you pay $40, you get like the VIP treatment for both of you. Just my thought.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, everyone's just trying to like, hey, we need to create these subscription plans so we just have a steady income. You know, I don't fault them for doing it. And again, like, it's like, what if, Ryan, A24, you know, like, oh crap, they're going under, and this is like how you can help them and save the studio is by providing $10 per month. Would you do that, or would you be like, see you later?
That's the thing. Like, I'm just not tied to a movie studio. Like,
There's not one movie studio that, like, if they say like, hey, we need your help so that we can make the movies that you enjoy, you would not be like, is it just the subscription part? Like, because like I backed like stuff on like Kickstarter before, or, you know, things of that nature where like I want to see this movie made, so I give them like, I don't know, $50 or something. Like,
this is how I would do it. In the subscription service, they have their own streaming app. That way, if I am so dedicated to this, I have my library of A24 movies I can watch whenever and wherever. I don't have to worry about what streaming service it's on.
Okay.
That would be worth it to me.
All right. So if they had a streaming portion of this, then you're in.
Yes.
Yeah. They probably have to up the cost potentially, but I hear ya. So, I don't know. Like, there's still a lot. Like, I had to, there's so many now. Like you have to be so selective. Like, and now if this actually works for A24, like who's next? You know, like Universal. You know, like you know, who else is gonna ask for like a
Paramount.
subscription plan? Oh, speaking of that, I totally, man, are you a little disappointed that Netflix
Yes.
is no longer buying? Yeah, me too. But
I think it was a fucking rug pull. I think it was a heist. Like they had this all planned along. They were trying to get a bidding war going, and Paramount knew what dollar amount they wanted, and they were basically just, or Warner Brothers knew that they were just baiting Netflix, which
this
you sound
thing,
just as disappointed as I do.
well, I am, because I like that they would join forces, but I'm not upset. Like this is just a different company. I think Paramount probably needs it more than actually Netflix, to be honest. And on top of that, Netflix is still getting billions of dollars from this because of the cancel.
Correct.
Like it is like, it's almost like a win-win. And they had their chance to be like, all right, we'll increase the offer. But they decided like, no, fuck that. We're getting billions of dollars. We'll go back and keep on making our own stuff. Like it almost, it worked out nice for Netflix, where like, okay, well, I guess we don't have to deal with the headache of all that bullshit of like absorbing this company. Like now we just got billions of dollars to go and do whatever the fuck we want. Like
by NBC.
yeah, potentially. Like I don't know, dude. Like Netflix is so big as it is, you know, now they can like, all right, make some better movies, you know, like branch out a little bit. Like I don't know. I you know what I want to figure out is look at the ratio of like how many of their movies that they made that are exclusive to them, like that are hits compared to, you know, like a normal studio. Like how many hits does a studio have per year? You know, like I'm really curious, because when we talk about it, I can only think of like a handful of them. Like, man, that was awesome, and Netflix did that. So
I just feel Netflix would be able to handle Warner Brothers content in a more proper way. They know how to release series. They know how to hype them up. They know their algorithm works extremely well. Let's call it like Daredevil. Say if Netflix had a Warner Brothers property, they can Daredevilize that and keep it going. Where I think Paramount's gonna kind of PG it. I know that they have their rated R type of shows, but they're not really that type of rated R. Like you watch Yellowstone, and yeah, it's rated R content, but it's not as like, it's not like how Daredevil was. What am I trying to say here? Like Yellowstone still feels like a show on CBS. Like they made it for like regular TV, and then they like had their like unedited version. Whereas like Netflix has the capability of being like, no, this is our show, this is our platform, this is our content, and it doesn't matter what we do with it.
Yeah, Paramount stuff is still kind of like censored compared to Netflix, except for what's that Sylvester Stallone show?
Tulsa King?
Yeah, that's on Paramount, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I don't, you know, I don't know. I again, I'm not like totally like broken up about this. I was super excited for Netflix to grab it, just like because of I have Netflix. I guess I also have Paramount Plus too. Either way, we're gonna go down a subscription plan, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Paramount can do a good job of kind of letting Warner Brothers still kind of do its thing, you know, and like I'm mostly thinking about DC. Like I think they're gonna still like, hey, James Gunn, keep on doing what you're doing. You know, you got our full backing. Just like I think that's what Netflix would have done as well. So I think in that aspect, either company, they know like this is what they're really buying. Also access to this large catalog of a lot of blockbusters, you know, like Warner Brothers has a lot of great films. It's just more recently they haven't been doing that. So
I feel Netflix absorbing Max would have really. Here's the thing: with Paramount and Max, you're gonna lose one, right? Where Netflix would absorb Max, and it would all just be under the Netflix platform. So right now, instead of feeling like we lost one, the Paramount HBO merger is gonna just create another big powerhouse. So that puts us at 4. That's Prime, Netflix, Disney, and Paramount Max. And then you have Peacock down over here.
Yeah.
Peacock's lacking, dude.
Dude, Peacock needs to buy something now. So.
Yeah, they need to like get in on that WB deal and be like, CBS, NBC, what's up? We can merge, right? Fox and Disney did it, so why not?
Yeah. Well, and think about these, like Disney bought Fox, Amazon had bought MGM, and now you got Paramount buying Warner Brothers. Like some of these, some of these companies, that's how they got bigger, is by doing those things, those moves. Where Netflix is really, dude, they just done it from the ground up. Like, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. I hope they could keep on, continuing that, but we'll see.
They did Blockbuster, but better, and took Blockbuster out. So if that tells you anything, they figured out an algorithm, and they did it early, and they did it with renting out DVDs.
And then curated streaming. Like, they did this.
This is all because Blockbuster was like, nah, we're going to rent movies to the rest of our life. This streaming stuff's not ever going to work. Dumbasses. See, and that's what I feel like. Paramount and WB are both like with the same mindset at Blockbuster. No, we can still do this. Like, let's be real. Theatrical releases, they're talking about still 45-day windows, stuff like that. The world has changed. If a movie flops in the theater, it makes the movie look bad. It makes the studio look bad. It makes the movie theater look bad. And then once you wait 45 days after that, if the movie's not that good, then people just forget about it. Whereas Netflix,
I got more to say about that, but that's related to what I'm going to review. So stay tuned. I have some thoughts on that. We gotta move on to some trailers. We got a whole bunch of them, and then we gotta get to reviews. So yes.
All right, let's get some trailers in.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
Movies and Beyond.
Yeah. I think some of these I can blitz through really fast, like the Yeti. I don't know. It looks like a B movie where people are searching for a Yeti. I think that's all you need to know.
I do like one of the characters. If you notice in the trailer, like half his face is missing and it's been replaced with a fake face.
Oh, I think someone also has a eye patch, which I think that's always fun.
Yeah, no, this character, like part of his face looked like prosthetics, but like made for the movie. So that made me stop the trailer. I was like, wait, what's going on here? And I was like, okay, cool, I'm in. Like you said, a B movie that they're chasing down a Yeti. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I don't even remember what's Touch Me.
That one was like the hentai, the live action hentai one. One of these like spiritual guys is like consuming people's bodies with tentacles or something.
Dude, that was a weird trailer. Yeah, like what? There's like a guy and a girl, and like there's some like weird alien cult leader guy, and they're like fighting for his love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was really strange, and that's why I had to put that on there. But I guess now the title kind of makes sense to me because they're just fighting over his love, and they want him to touch him. Like, dude, that it looks so wild and out there. That's why I had to put it down. So, yeah, if you're into live action hentai, like Touch Me's see that trailer, and whenever that movie comes out.
A24 movie, Backrooms, minute-long trailer. Just a pan of different rooms, but look exactly the same, slight changes with a slight description. Okay.
So do you remember where this came from? Do you know the backstory?
No.
Can I back-explain it for you?
100%.
Okay. So I when I saw this trailer, I was like, this seems really familiar. Like, why do I know this? And so I had to Google it, and it's because it was like this horror story came from the internet. Like it came from like the creepypasta stuff, where like originally like some picture was out there of like those back rooms, and like they started writing like this story, this narrative behind it, and it just grew and grew and grew until one point like a film director like started directing these short films and putting them out on like Netflix. You can put it on Netflix, and there's not Netflix, excuse me, YouTube, and there's all these little short films about the back rooms that are just a couple minutes long, and there's this kind of weird shit that goes on with it. Like, again, it's all the creepypasta. And so now, I don't know how, but finally we're getting a full-length film of this where it's almost like these back rooms are in like another dimension, and it's very it's gonna be very psychological, I believe. So I'm really curious to see how it pulls off. I think the short films are really cool. Like, there's not much to them, but like it's enough to be like, ooh, what the fuck? So NSA 24, right? We were just talking about that. They made this before they needed their subscription. So, but you could sign up for it and get a free ticket to go see this movie whenever it's released. And I think it will be pretty good. So, I like the idea that basically the people created this horror franchise potentially.
Notice a key thing that these movies are touching on?
Horror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I was going through trailers today, I was like, wait, is horror coming back? And Pinocchio Unstrung looks like an awesome horror movie.
Yes.
Dude, I was like, dude, Pinocchio, I don't give a shit. But like they turned that into a really creepy, gruesome movie about Pinocchio with a little bit of story of this wooden toy that wants to be so real that he's like skinning people. And he's like being led by Jiminy Cricket, this little cricket. And he's like obsessed with his master, the boy, and he's skinning people, real life people, and they have like scenes of people stepping on his nose and like him ripping a woman's like hairline off. This looks awesome.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is part of like that Pooverse. Yeah. I'm almost certain of it. I'm trying to find it right now to confirm. But I mean, if that is the case, right? Like they just, we already know what we're in for with this type of movie, and I just, I love that. Like, all right, like Pinocchio's kind of what, like CGI, and they don't care. They're just like, no, like we're gonna tell this fucked up story about Pinocchio and have him kill all these people, and it's gonna be totally fine that it doesn't maybe look the greatest, but we're gonna tell this fucked up story. So like I just love it. I think it's gonna be like I told you, like they had plans to do like this Pooinverse Monsters Assemble, where like they bring all these characters together, and I think Pinocchio is one of those. So yeah, I want to see it because I like these movies. They're ridiculous. They don't always make sense, but they have it's just fun seeing these like characters that you grew up with killing people now. Like Bambi the Reckoning is going to be released onto, I think, Peacock actually pretty soon. So I'm going to be looking out for that so I can watch that probably terrible film. So, and they're all short,
Speaking about terrible film, horror movies are back, and this is how we know. Because we got our first official trailer of Scary Movie 6.
Yes. What'd you think?
I think that Naked Gun walked so Scary Movie series could come back. And I think they're, based off the trailer, they jammed in everything horror related in the past like 10 years. So we're getting Megan, we're getting the bad guy with the hard eyes. We're getting a bunch of like more modern stuff. Terrifier, The Substance is in there. So it's making, if you watch the Easter egg reviews on this trailer, it's all over the place. It's silly, it's fun. Original cast is coming back. The Strong Hand is back as Long Legs. Anna Faris is Jamie Lee Curtis from the Halloween movies, like back with her scraggly hair. There's jokes about they thems. There's jokes about being racist and Republican. I'm so happy that this type of humor is coming back. So I love seeing that.
Did you see like I guess there's like all kinds of criticism, like the Gen Zers are all upset about it. Like
man, fuck Gen Zers. Bunch of bitches.
Yeah, I watched it and I'm just like, man, like this is hilarious. I love that they're touching on all these things. Like nothing's off limits. Like that's how it should be, in my opinion. And now you have these people, saying like, no, it shouldn't be that way. Like, I don't know, dude. Everyone needs to lighten up and just enjoy a silly movie. Like that's what we're getting. We're just getting a silly movie. I love that they're getting back to their roots. Like that was the issue with the Scary Movie. Like they got to a point, especially when the oh man, what are their names? Why can't Marlon Wayne, the Wayans brothers, like once they kind of got away from the Wayans and other people took over, like it lost its like spark, and so now that they're back, I'm totally on board with it, and I cannot wait to see this movie. So
that brings us back to our Mad TV days.
Yep.
Mad TV was run by the Wayans brothers. We touched on Mortal Kombat earlier. I liked Easter eggs in this trailer. I like that I saw a little Quan Chi. I saw Noob Saibot. We're getting Purple Skies, Johnny Cage, and Shao Kahn. So it's going to be a tournament, and we expected it. But what I'm most excited about is it's right around the corner. and I'm really happy that it's not delayed anymore.
Yeah.
Did you see this last one?
Oh, lanterns.
Yeah.
I did, but honestly, I felt like I wasn't really impressed.
A little lackluster, huh?
Yeah. Which I'm a little bit confused if oh, this is a teaser. I guess that's why. These teasers are so long, like it's makes no sense.
What
So
I do
apparently
like
there's going to be
is
what's
apparently there's going to be what?
well, is this like this is just a teaser. There's going to be an even longer official trailer, in the coming weeks probably, how often you get a teaser and then what, like a week later you get a trailer?
Yeah. Or in Paramount Max realm, 45 days. 45 days is a long time. Month and a half.
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
well, I think the standout point I want to make on this is we know we see Hal Jordan. Like the Green Lantern, I know. Hal Jordan. So
the older version.
Yeah. And am I
no
not
suit?
mistaken? No suit, not yet. But Hal Jordan, and then is the other one John Stewart?
Oh yeah, I think so. I was just gonna call him John Lantern.
Just Hal Lantern and John Lantern.
Yeah.
Join forces.
Yeah. I don't. It's gonna be interesting to see. Like that was the part that I was confused. Like they're saying Hal Jordan is like training John Lantern, and there's only one ring. Like I don't understand like why that is, and how they're going to hand that off. Like I always thought like once you die, that's when the ring goes and finds someone else. Like it doesn't. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how they pull that off, but I don't know, dude. Like this is like similar to like Marvel TV shows. Like I'm not that invested, dude. Like I haven't even finished the second season of Peacemaker. Like Peacemaker is fun and all, but I don't know why, but I just get like uninvested like super fast. And it's the same way now with Marvel or Marvel shows. Like I don't even want to even try them at this point. So it's, I don't know. Like I almost feel like these superhero movies or franchises should just stay away from the TV shows and just stick to movies. That scared me a little bit.
Peacemaker? I could understand Wonder Man. That shit was boring, but Peacemaker was so good.
But even like I don't like. I got to a certain point, and then I was like, I don't know. Like it's too slow. Like all these shows are too slow. Like I want something a lot faster. Like that's why I like movies.
That's a good point. It's
I don't
funny
know,
that
like
we won't sit in a movie theater for 3 hours without being interrupted, but we'll surely go through 6 to 10 hours of a fucking TV series.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I've done it, but there are I don't know why, but I just feel like all these superhero shows, they're very repetitive. It's just like, oh come on, like get to the point. Like, and I don't know if is that because I'm accustomed to the movies and that's why. Like I don't know. It's really strange, but like I really have been down like on all these superhero shows. Like I just have very, very little interest in. But still very high in these movies. Like my interest is all the way there, like to watch all these superhero movies. So I don't know.
I feel you. And I think it's because the TV shows they're giving us are basically like their B and C superheroes. So like they're trying to build a universe around the TV shows, but they're giving us characters that, number one, I don't know who Wonder Man is. So why would I watch a show about a superhero trying to be an actor in a Marvel world? That doesn't seem appealing to me. Like, if you're gonna give me a TV series, give me like the Hulk, you know, uh, uh Captain America and or Winter Soldier and Hawkeye, or what's his name?
Yeah, hot guy.
Falcon. That was a good series. I knew those characters. They were still B-rated superheroes, but that's why I like Peacemaker. Like they created a universe with some offbeat characters off a Suicide Squad movie that was just like a Hail Mary, and we got a spin-off show for it. So that's why I like Peacemaker.
Yeah, well, and it's fun. Like I think that's the other aspect of it too. Like the Marvel show that I actually kind of enjoyed, and I wish they actually like made more, was like probably She-Hulk, because it was funny and it was only like a half an hour long. Like it was like just right. Like, and it didn't take itself seriously. Like that also like works, and I think that kind of goes hand in hand with Peacemaker, right? Like it's when they can be lighthearted and also with Peacemaker, like be as R-rated as they want on HBO, like it makes it more enjoyable, and like where, you know, I am more willing to watch, even though I said I know I haven't finished it. Probably someday I'll get to it. My thing with these is that they have to fill out like 10 episodes, right? That's 10 hours. And some of the times I just feel like, oh, like we didn't need so many of these episodes. Like you could have just skipped over that, went to this point, and then we would have been at this conclusion here, you know? Like that's why I feel like some of it's just kind of slow and repetitive, where, you know, that's where I like a movie where like it just gets straight to the point usually. So
yeah, good call. And once you have a movie, you don't need an expanded universe of the movie. Just put it in the movie.
Yeah, it's yeah. Like I don't know, like it must be working enough because they keep on making new things, but
I just think they have way too much money.
They do, but I mean it's working. But I'm with you, man, dude. Like it's just I don't want to see Wonder Man. I don't even know who this guy is. Like it means nothing to me. So
also, Ironheart was dumb.
Oh, I think I watched like 2 episodes and like I barely made it through that, and I was like, nope, no more.
I hate when they try and be too progressive.
Yeah, like Loki was okay, but it wasn't even enough to like make me come back for Loki season 2. Like,
yeah, like, I agree with you.
I don't know, man. I think here's the ones where I thought it actually kind of worked. Hawkeye, I enjoyed Hawkeye, probably because you don't have a solo film of Hawkeye. You know, like I kind of want more of it. Like so that worked for me. What's another one? No, that even WandaVision was kind of like there's cool moments, but overall I was like, that's kind of, I didn't need it. What else was there? I'm with you with the Winter Soldier and Hawkboy. Like it was, yeah, the Falcon. Yeah. Like that one was okay too, because I like
led to something. It led to him being Captain America.
True, and I like their dynamic. Like that was the other aspect of it, and it also was 2 characters, like similar to Hawkeye, who hasn't had a lot of screen time. Like okay, it kind of made sense.
Here's a movie that could have been a series. Ant-Man. Ant-Man would have been a great series.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Yeah, you're right.
You can tell a story. You can talk about PIM technologies. You can build a backstory with Tony Stark and Howard Stark.
Yeah.
You can.
I really liked Ant-Man, the Ant-Man movies.
I'm not saying I didn't like Ant-Man. I'm just saying like it would have been a really easy series, and Paul Rudd would be great at a series, dude. I mean, he's awesome at movies, but he can carry a series.
Let me ask you this though. Let's just talk about like, what about all those series? Like, what if they were just feature-length films? Like, I wouldn't
watch any of them.
You wouldn't watch any? I would watch them. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I would watch them.
You would watch WandaVision in a movie series? In a movie?
Sure. It'd probably be
WandaVision
cooler.
doesn't count though, because that was more of a mini series than it was like a TV series.
True. Like, I don't think you can really do that as a movie. But Winter Soldier and Falcon, absolutely, dude. Like, I think that would have been a great movie.
Probably better than the Captain America movie.
Potentially, like, that could have been the next Captain America movie. Like, maybe it should have been. And then also Hawkeye. Yeah. That could have been totally a movie. I don't know. I guess that's all I can think of. Loki. I don't know. Loki also made sense on how they did it to be like a mini series. So, okay, I'll give them. There's two right now that I would say, WandaVision and Loki. Everything else, I feel like. Oh, there's even didn't they do like Echo? Echo was a thing, right? I never watched that.
Daredevil.
Oh, Daredevil. Okay, but again, okay. Excluding the stuff that Netflix started, because they had their own thing, and that's what made it so special. But like the stuff that was just straight up Marvel making their own series, like those just didn't work that well in my opinion. So, and then Daredevil Born Again, it works again because of the fact that they had to go back to what Netflix did. So, you know, they made it gritty and edgy. You know, like if they didn't do that, it would have sucked, which they were kind of going that direction when Daredevil showed up with like She-Hulk. And then they had to totally flip it and scrap the whole whatever they had already done and make it, you know, the Marvel Netflix. So yeah.
Well, just like the TV series that we're bitching about, this is getting a little long in the tooth. Let's get into reviews.
All right, let's do it. Make sure to talk over it. Let's gotta talk over this. We're
Disney
not
TV
paying for
series.
this.
Can you remix it? We could just remix it.
We're not paying for this. No, we're not.
Sign up for Patreon so you can pay for it.
Reviews.
We should have our own streaming or our own membership.
We tried that. I mean, it's still technically there, I think.
I like it.
We just said though, give us money and we will not do anything for it. We'll just keep on doing this, which apparently everyone knows. We'll just keep on recording regardless of having subscribers.
Yeah. One day we'll be on Apple Podcast.
That's right.
And
that's
Netflix
right.
Podcast.
Yep. Dude, I watched a terrible movie.
You too?
You too? Yeah. You watched. I remember your film though. I finally got around to Borderlands, and
first of all, you don't say finally got around to Borderlands. You should just not watch it.
I mean, I wish that was the outcome, and honestly, like I probably should have turned it off, but I've dozed off quite a few times. So that's probably why we left it on. Anyways, like why did I say I was going to come back to this? What were we talking about? Were we talking about streaming services? Right? Yeah, because A24 is because, again, like, Stars had a special deal. It was like $25 for a year. I was like, done. I'll pay $25 to have whatever you got there. And man, I'm like going through. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, now I understand why this is here and why they did this $25 bit deal. Anyways, but we're also talking about just how like, dude, these like shitty movies that are like on here and no one watches them. Yet Borderlands, one of the most shittiest of movies, is on Stars, and it was still in the 4 spot on Stars. So either that means you can tell that either they're lying about their 1 through 10 catalog, or there's a whole bunch of shit on Stars, and that's why Borderlands is still there. Or the third option is that, like me, there's still people that are curious and be like, let's just give it a shot. And so you put this bullshit movie on and just sleep through it, and then it gets into the 4 spot. So,
is there anything good on Stars?
Well, part of the reason is the Long Walk, which I've been hearing quite a few things about. The Long Walk, that Stephen King movie that was just released, I believe, last year. So that's on Stars, and I really want to watch that. So
what's funny
that's
is
one thing.
During Christmas time, I was getting all my streaming services, and Stars was there for $12. It was $1 a month.
Wow.
And I was like, nah.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, I can't fault you for it, but I was like, man, it's just so cheap that I was like, I'll do it. Anyway, I mean, like, that's like, dude, if the Long Walk just came out and you rented it, like, dude, you're basically paying that. So I was like, there's got to be more movies that are gonna come to Stars like throughout the year that I'll watch. But like, I literally went like a whole month after owning, buying it without even installing the app on the TV. So, like,
so
again,
you won't share the password.
No, I don't. I got to remember the password. I'll share it. I don't care. Like I'm not gonna renew it. Like, that's the point. That's like this is one of those things where, maybe Netflix needs to buy Stars. Like, I don't even know what Stars is, to be honest. Like, I don't know where they're getting their movies. I don't know who owns them or what. But enough. I'm not talking about Stars. I'm talking about Borderlands. And
wait, does Cinemax still exist?
That's a good question. I don't know. You looked that up.
Okay.
Borderlands. This is the video game turn movie with Kevin Hart, which was, oh dude, he was, well, I can't, let me just finish. Everyone's bad in this. Everyone is bad. Kevin Hart, you got Jamie Lee Curtis, you have Jack Black's voice, which no one's funny. Like, I don't think, I barely chuckled in this. They, like, a whole bunch of other people that are, I recognize. Who else is in there? I don't know. Those are the main people. Oh, Kate Beckinsale is in there. Like these are all like main characters. And you would think like, oh, dude, you got these big actors in this film that's a very popular video game. Like, how can this go wrong? And Eli Roth is directing it, which, yeah, is he known for his action films? No. But the guy can direct, and I thought he could pull this off. Hell no. It is just so bad. It felt like everyone gave up on this film. Like, the acting is terrible, and I don't know if that was like trying to, drive to this, the point of it. Like, I don't know if it's like somewhat like this is how the video game is, because it kind of felt like a video game, but it was it was just not in a good way. The visuals, like, it just seemed like they lost all their money on the visuals, and it looked very much like a shitty video game. And then the plot itself, which I'm just looking right now, apparently Eli Roth has a writing credit on this film with Joe Abercrombie Finch. So, dude, it was so painful to watch. Like, and I just like thought, like, there's got to be something redeeming about this. I never got it. So the whole premise, like, they live in this world, you know, space and everything, people all over the place. There's people who are living on all different planets. And a lot of bounty hunters. There's a lot of bounty hunters, but there's supposedly this like hidden vault somewhere that has all the riches, and everyone's looking for this vault. And supposedly, like, there is a child of that planet or something that is basically the key that will help you like open this vault so that you can get in there and get these riches. And you also need to go and find like 4 different keys and blah blah blah. Like, it's a very strange mixture of like you know, bounty hunters and almost like Ready Player One, where you're like on this mission to go and find, you know, various things so that you can open up the final vault to get all the riches, right? Win the Easter egg, basically. So everyone's after this. All kinds of factions are just fighting one another, and now you get this ragtag group together, like, which I don't even know who leads it, to be honest. Like, Kate Beckinsale is like some bounty hunter that
Peter,
the bad guy hires. Yeah.
Kate Blanchett.
Yeah. What am I saying?
Kate Beckinsale.
Oh. Yeah, Kate Blanchett is the correct person. I don't know. Does it make it better? I don't know if it's... No, it doesn't make it better. It makes it worse.
Yeah, I was going to say
Anyways.
Kate Beckinsale would have been way better, but...
I don't know if that's true. Like I said, dude, like, every single person in this film, like they were, like, I think directed to act, like, super dumb. And it does not work.
Maybe they're all clones of their actor selves. Maybe this movie is just clones of these actors, the dumb versions of themselves.
I sure hope so, because we've seen these people act before and we know we can do it, and they just did not do it here. And so I have to imagine that's from direction. Which, and here's the other thing, like, Eli Roth, you know, how involved he was. Like, dude, he, like, left towards the end of this, and I don't think he did like reshoots or anything, and went to go make Thanksgiving, so, which is a really fun movie. So go watch Thanksgiving, like, that's worth it. So it is. I don't know, this is so boring. I'm kind of tired of talking about it already. But like, all these people, they're just after this chick, and then they get together to like to help one another for one stupid reason over another, and it just, like, nothing's funny about it. And then they get to this vault and crazy shit happens, like Phoenix Wings. Like, I don't know. I need to talk to someone that's played this video game and has seen this movie to find out if they enjoyed it, because without having all that, like, this movie is terrible. I don't have really one nice thing to say about it.
I have the perfect person. His name is Ted Vargas. He's a massive Borderlands fan. He's excited for the games, and he hasn't said much about this, but he listens to our podcast and feeds me plenty of content that I don't use, but I should use. Because it's gold. Like, Ted is actually pretty funny, and he does understand the Borderland universe. Maybe we should get him on sometime. He's been on the podcast before. But yes.
Oh, I remember
that's a perfect
Ted.
person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted, join us. Listen to this episode. Let me know when you're free, because I want to hear your viewpoint on Borderlands. Because funny story, Peter. I have a Borderlands story. So there's a thrift store off 112th and Washington. And I'm walking through here. I just randomly go to thrift stores to see if I can find cool shit. And I'm looking at the top of the clothing shelves, and I'm seeing all these like bucket shaped items on top of them in plastic bags. Then I look closer, and they're all movie theater popcorn buckets that are themed. There was Tron, there was like something about a beaver, there was like, and I was like, dude, these are all the reject popcorn buckets. They were just donated at the thrift store.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm walking around, and then I go to like the ceramics and the mugs. Peter, I kid you not, there was more than like 200 Borderlands mugs there. Like, there was so many Borderlands mugs that I couldn't even see straight. I found a Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper mug, but it was like buried behind all these other Borderlands ones. And I was like, this movie must have really sucked if they can't even give away a mug.
Dude, it did. It totally did. Like, for me, falling asleep multiple times and then like coming back up, like, I didn't feel like I missed anything. I didn't feel like I missed any character development. Like, I just like, oh, there's more terrible CGI and Jack Black not being funny. Well, I mean, no one being funny. Like, it was just, I could not believe it. I could not believe how bad it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, based off your review, sounds like you recommend it to your worst enemies.
100%. Yeah.
I will not see this, honestly. I have better things to do. I would rather watch reruns of Grey's Anatomy than Borderlands.
Yeah. Well, now I don't even think you can watch it on Stars anymore. So that was part of the reason I saw it there. Like, I knew I had it, and then I started looking like, oh, these movies are going away, and that was one that was going to be gone like in a couple days. I'm like, all right, let's give it a shot, and man, was that a mistake. Such a mistake.
Did you contact Stars for a refund on your annual subscription?
My $25.
I want my $25 back, Stars.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
you know, I just feel so, oh man, that movie. Like, the other thing I should have watched, because I was like, oh, I got some time to watch that, was Ballerina, which is also leaving. But maybe I have to the end of I think I have like end of the month. So
okay,
I'll try to watch that before, and hopefully Stars can redeem itself from the bad taste Borderlands left in my mouth.
I remember Stars was like exclusive to like Star Wars movies for the longest time. Yeah, like before Disney bought everything, like you can only watch Star Wars on Stars.
Yeah,
they like signed the exclusive deals before exclusive deals was like a big thing.
Now I remember like Spider-Man, like the Sony ones, like would often be there. Like, actually, I think there's an extended version of Spider-Man No Way Home on Stars, which I'm like, I don't really know if I need an extended version of it. So, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like all their deals are kind of slowly ending, and they're going to be gone at some point.
Stars is owned by Stars, and Cinemax is owned by HBO. Just the more you know.
Stars is owned by Stars. What the fuck is Stars though? I still don't know.
They're that one premium cable channel that's still kicking.
Yeah, like that's all I knew. Like it was Stars, HBO. Like HBO was like the best, and then maybe Stars was second. I don't know where they rank now, but it's not good. It's not good. All right, Ryan, what'd you watch?
Peter, I also watched a really shitty movie. I find myself on YouTube a lot, and YouTube is getting really boring. And then I always forget that YouTube has movies, like full movies. And in between watching pro wrestling every freaking day of my life and watching YouTube, I saw a little gem in the corner called Ready to Rumble.
That combined everything that you enjoy.
Let me tell you this. I did not enjoy this.
Oh man, this is what David
released in 2000. David Arquette, huge wrestling fan. He's actually been in pro wrestling events. Scott Can are basically like the Dude Where's My Car collab of Ashton Kutcher and Sean William Scott, but for pro wrestling. And honestly, it's kind of like a similar story. Like they follow their favorite pro wrestler, and he's getting ready to have his big match. But behind the scenes, like one of the general managers is going to screw him over, give Diamond Dallas Page the belt, and then ruin. I think his name is the King, which is Oliver Platt, by the way, Jimmy King. Now, Oliver Platt, if I'm not mistaken, is a known actor that takes on good films, correct?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, he's also in like Placid, so he likes to have fun.
Okay, all right. Well, this was definitely one of his. Yeah, he's not one of those actors. He's just one of those recognizable faces. Flatliners, Bicentennial Man, Year One, Ready to Rumble, Beethoven. Yeah, he's actually just a background character. Anyway, he's Jimmy King, and he gets screwed over on his match in WCW, mind you. So this was the peak of 90s wrestling, where Monday Night Wars was the biggest thing, and WCW was on top until they did a rebrand and Eric Bischoff left. Real life drama that happened, and WCW was basically just bleeding money and viewership. Like it was such a dud at this point. So guess what? This movie was made. It was made to boost things, and it didn't work. And it's just one of those stereotypical like early 2000s like buddy going on a strange mission to save their like a Euro trip or a road trip kind of thing. Like, oh, we got to do this. And then here's all these wacky things that happen in the middle of it. And there's going to be random hot chicks, and we're going to party and drink. And then my parents are going to be pissed off and chase us around everywhere. That's like, that's like the formula for that style of like teen movie. Well, this one incorporated wrestling, and you can literally take the wrestling out of it and the theatrics behind wrestling, and you could still have just one of those movies. Does that make it good? Not really. This movie sucked. It was just really strange to see a very young David Arquette being as goofy and dumbwitted as he is, like Doofy from Scream. Or what's his real name in Scream? But it's that character. And they tried to portray him as like this kind of hot stud, kind of dorky kind of guy. And then you got real wrestlers, and you got like real kind of theatrics behind it, but you got the montage. So I'm telling you, this was just like a formula movie. The interesting thing behind this, Peter, is Rose McGowan was in it, and she was a Nitro girl. Number one, she doesn't look like a dancer. She never dances in there. And Rose McGowan was completely out of character whatsoever. And she was like this random love interest that found David Arquette and like in the midst of trying to bring back Jimmy King, and she like fell for him. So there's insert random hot chick into a movie to be the love interest, sex symbol, and have random dance scenes. This movie's all over the place. It's
Yes.
not entertaining. It's taken me a couple watches to watch it, and like there have been some quality wrestling movies that came out. This is not one of them. This is not The Wrestler. This is not The Smashing Machine. This is not Iron Claw. This is like Road Trip. This is like Euro Trip. This is like if you took out wrestling, it would be like Southern America Bible Belt trip. Like it's stupid about the comedy is about rednecks, about trailer trash. It's mocking the wrestling fan. It's kind of putting the kayfabe back into wrestling. Like the backstage they made it seem like it's real. Like that's where it was still protected instead of now like everything's just off limits. It's just a weird movie it was a weird movie that was released at a weird time with an industry that was at its peak, and it was starting to fail, and this movie basically missed the mark on everything that it was doing.
Do you think like there's probably not too many wrestling movies that are comedies? You know, like is that the issue? Like I guess I'm trying to figure out is wrestling not meant to be funny, or is it the aspect like you just said where like they're at a point where like no, this isn't fake, you know, like they didn't want to go down that road where maybe they should have. I don't know. I feel like they're on to something with this that is, you know, it was poorly executed and it's not funny. So I almost want to see like a Ready to Rumble 2.
You know, okay. Could this work again? With movies like Naked Gun and Scary Movie and that early, and like, let's just say the early 2000s, like, formula teen movie. They weren't teens, but like, you know what I'm talking about, like that, like coming to adulthood type of journey movie. This could be one that can bring it back, and I think they could bring it back with better talent this time around, because like I said, the talent that was in there on the wrestling side was basically like the B-listers on WCW as it was failing. So if they redid this with, that was a funny one, the one with Florence Pugh, Wrestling with My Family. That was funny.
I mean, it was like a dramedy.
It still said Emedy, so which is
I know,
funny.
like it had some funny moments, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily a comedy. Like, and again, that's why I'm like, is there something about wrestling where you almost can't be that funny? You know, like I don't know. Like if you're too funny with it, like you're making fun of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that why it doesn't work?
Maybe that's why it works now, because wrestling is self-aware of what it is.
I know and that was my point. Is like, could they do it now because of that aspect and kind of go behind the scenes where like this is fake, but there's also like the real elements to it. But at the same time, like, I mean, I think part of the stuff that was silly about this is like, they got in the ring, right? A few times.
Yes. And that's actually what led to David Arquette being in the ring as a real wrestler.
Yeah. So I guess like those elements, like I don't remember this movie at all, but it just seems like if you're in the ring and you're supposed to be fighting with someone else, like you can't be too silly about it, you know? Like it wouldn't work. You gotta, you know, you gotta take it seriously and you gotta dance around with the other person. You know, if one person's just goofing off, it doesn't quite work. So I don't.
Works now. I mean, look up a wrestler named Danhausen. Just recently signed with WWE. And he's like the biggest hit in wrestling right now.
Okay.
Which I saw him like 2 months ago in Denver, which was cool. Real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right. We'll
I don't know.
See.
Do not recommend. If they made a Ready to Rumble 2, probably would watch it because I think the era right now would work for it.
I think they could pull it off. I think they could. Yeah, I'm with you. This is too early in wrong people. So, oh well. Let's get in our recommendations.
I'm in.
Yes! Yes! Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah.
Peter?
Yes.
Serious
Ryan.
talk here, my man.
Okay.
You need to fucking finish Peacemaker.
I'll get around to it.
Don't treat this next recommendation like I'll get around to it. Peter, we're old. We need to go to the doctor. We got to get our prostate checked.
You're right.
My dad gave me news last week that he has the big C word, and we're going through that, and it made me really think about it. So, I'm going to the doctor in the next week or so. I'm gonna see what I need to do, and you just got to make sure that you take care of you, buddy. I want you around, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm really sorry about your dad, and that's rough, but it seems like from what you told me, it's going to be treatable, so that's good.
We're gonna kick its ass.
Yeah, there you go.
So, prayers up. Go get checked. Make sure that no surprises happen.
It's true. Well,
there's people out here that love you.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy though is that they push back those like prostate exams. You know, like they like I almost feel like they need to change that again, or guys need to start being like, no, check it. You know, like
check it.
Like, you know, because I think they pushed it to like 50 now. Like it was like I think it's too late now. Like I don't know. So I hear you. I've known way too many people that have gotten the big C word, and you know, and sometimes it's not catching it soon enough, you know, and it's just crazy how it does not matter how old you are, how healthy you are, like it just does not matter, and that's why you do got to go to the doctor, get checked up and do what you need to do to stay healthy. That's for sure.
Cancer doesn't care, man. It's going to show up if it's going to show up. It's going to go away if you want to fight it. So,
yep.
Love you, Dad. We'll take care of this shit, and we'll watch really bad Jason Statham movies together.
There you
forever.
Go. Is that The Cure? Oh man,
I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it. And what was the other thing? Not that, but not Borderlands. I missed it. Borderlands sucked.
While you're thinking, I got a wrestling recommendation.
What?
Yeah, I've been watching Heels.
Yes.
Dude,
I told you.
Yeah, it is really good, and it bums me out knowing that it's only 2 seasons long, and they're gonna be done. And this is part of like the fact that like I don't like they're showing you the behind the scenes of wrestling, yet it's so serious. Yes, there's moments that are funny and everything, but like I don't know, dude. Like I'm so invested in it.
That's part of your Star subscription, isn't it?
No, it was Showtime. It was Showtime, it's now on Netflix. So
keep that in mind. It's on Netflix. Netflix is using the algorithm along with their content with WWE, and they're there's talks about Stephen Amell being involved in WWE, and they could make a push to bring season 3 here.
Dude, I hear that the season 2 left on quite the cliffhanger, so I hope that happens so that I have something to look forward to, because now I'm like, oh, do I really want to see how this is gonna like end? But it's just a really good show, and I've gotten invested with all these characters, and then oh man, it's just great. And the more and more I get into the wrestling world, it's just like you want more and more, and you want to see and know more about just the industry itself. It's a crazy industry. Like that's why so many of these movies work that are about wrestling, is because it's a crazy industry.
Dude, I think that's the best way to really break it down is, even if you've been watching it since you're a kid or you hopped in the mid 2000s, like it is like the wild, wild west. And here's the thing, even like think about the McMahon stuff that's going on, is in any other industry besides pro wrestling and movies, what was heard of was unacceptable. And what he did was absolutely, but like just the people in that industry just understand that to get that fame, you gotta go through that grind. And in the 80s, it was steroids, cocaine, drugs, partying, putting on shows. The 2000s was trying to be as attitude as possible, as MTV generation, and then like that all had to be cleaned up, and then it had to go PG so you can bring back the young fans. And ultimately it boils down to how you perform in front of the younger crowd, because they grow up with it. And now as an adult, like I really appreciate the behind the scenes and the dirt and the drama and the grind of it. Like Heels does a really good job. It's you're right. It's talking about like a small time promotion that's just in a small county. That's how wrestling started. It had its different territories, and there's this big company trying to take in this small territory. And it was after the father, committed suicide, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it's two brothers trying to run this, and you just see this dynamic, and you see them like really trying to build up their characters. They don't like the direction. They're the ones running it. You have these other like just loyal wrestlers that come in and do what they need to do. You see betrayal, dude. It has everything that like you're experiencing it in real life, and you're seeing it happen in this fictional world. And I'm glad that you're watching that, because I think it's a great series. Mike O'Malley is hilarious in that. That's like the last thing I've seen him in. And you remember Mike O'Malley?
Is that wait, which one is he?
He's Charlie Goley. He's the one from Florida Wrestling Dystopia. He's the owner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he was he did a lot of stuff on, I think, Comedy Central and MTV back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He was the host of Nickelodeon Guts.
Okay, I recognize the face. Like when I saw him, I was like, oh, I know who this guy is. But yeah, I don't think I can tell you one single thing he's been in besides Hills right now.
CM Punk is in it, which is really cool.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You get these little cameos, and I don't know, dude. I'm glad you found it, and more people should find it, because it needs to continue. And dude, Stephen Amell, like a lot of people know him from Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
I know him from Heels. And that's the other thing, Peter. Like, our favorite celebrities are in this universe. Like, I'm listening to the podcast with the Boy Meets World cast that are doing a wrestling podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ryder and Danielle Fisher. Fisher?
I think so.
Topanga is a massive wrestling fan.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Massive. I think
so. They're doing their rewatch podcast, and they have a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's Pod Meets World, but they were doing a lot of the wrestling stuff during WrestleMania and
So there's this talking about on their podcast.
yeah, but they're getting like
Okay.
big wrestlers on there. They have. I'm telling you, Topanga is an enthusiast.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I love
crazy.
Craven more for that.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, buddy.
Yeah,
Let's wrap it up. It's late.
yeah. Let's go to bed.
Yep.
All
So,
right, buddy. Well,
it's been fun.
it's been real, and it's been real fun.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Hey guys!
It's fine.
Oh, big gulps, huh? All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, see you later.
One day I'll get it right.
I don't want you to. Ever. I want you to always mess it up.
Be sure to visit bmoviesbeyond.com.
Peace out.
Yeah, boy.